Hey Funkoholics, how you doing? My name's Terry Wellbanks. I'm coming at you from my office. I can't even call it a dungeon of Funkos anymore. I'm gonna do a quick pan around after and show you guys exactly what's going on. I hope everybody's been doing great. I hope you guys have been getting what you want. I hope you're finding grails. I hope if you're a real true collector out there, you're getting everything you're looking for. And I'm very excited today to show you guys a couple of pops that I've gotten recently. A couple of things that I'm really excited about. I wanted to talk about a couple of things, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible and not drag on, but we'll see how it goes. The first thing I wanted to show you guys, if anybody knows me at all, or you've watched any of my previous videos, you guys know that I'm a massive Batman fan. I was fortunate enough, I went to Fan Expo in Toronto. It's a one time a year event. It's just like SDCC or NYCC or ECCCC. It's a con essentially, right? It's a fan expo, and this year Funko actually had a booth there, which I'll get into in detail in a little bit. But what I was able to do at the Electronic Boutique (EB) or GameStop, I guess you could say booth for anybody that's in the States, but it's EB here in Canada, and that booth, bar none, was the best booth in the entire con. I was fortunate enough to have a couple of people that worked at my store where I shop were there, and they were able to help me out, and I got a few awesome deals on a few things. I picked up a couple of goodies for some friends, and it was a really, really great experience. So the one thing that I was able to pick up that I didn't even think was coming yet at all, and I know they're making a Joker one too, from a scene, but this is the Hush Batman. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at this thing, but it's amazing. I'm going to take him out because I have to show you guys exactly how awesome this pop is. Even if you're not a Batman fan, this thing is just phenomenal. That's him there. You can see his cape flowing in the wind. This is a Jim Lee one. If Jim Lee is one of the artists, and this is amazing. This pop is incredible. It's extremely well done. This is exactly the type of different or type of change I wanted in a Batman pop, and it's just wicked. So I'm all too happy to have that. And I think that anybody that is a Batman fan, I can't stress enough that you guys get out and you get this pop. It's well worth the purchase. It is a little bit expensive. I think it was $39.99 Canadian, which is probably $20 American. But I love our sticker that we're getting in EB too. This is a variant of obviously the GameStop sticker, but this is the EB Canada exclusive one. And I think that it's cool that Funko is really starting to pay attention to Canada as a viable, source of things. So in terms of purchasers and people that want to buy their product, and they're actually starting to invest themselves into us, which is fantastic because we've been waiting a long time. I just hope that eventually we'll be able to buy the Funko Shop exclusives and stuff online just like everybody else, but it doesn't. I highly doubt that that's going to happen because I don't think Funko wants more traffic than what they already have on the Wednesdays when they do the Funko Days and all that other stuff. So, anywho, moving right along, I got a box a couple of weeks back from a great friend that I've met through Funko's. His name's Cody Peck. This guy is one of the sweetest, nicest, caring guys. I've been so fortunate in collecting to be able to meet some great people, and I've gotten very lucky. I mean, Cody's a great example of a person that genuinely would rather see you have Funkos than themselves. And he's gone out of his way for me. He's gone out of his way for other collectors that I know of. And this guy is he's incredible. And Cody, again, I thank you for everything. I've been able to meet guys like Sean Mason from Kansas Collectibles, Jim Kay. He's from Kay's Customs. I've also met Stephen Kilboy, who's one of my dear friends. There is so many amazing, Nelia. She owns Heroes and Legends in Hamilton, Ontario. If you guys can get out there, please get to that store. You'll be blown away by the selection. And it's not just that, there's also sports memorabilia. There's so much stuff that you guys can actually look at. All these people, they kind of, all the great people, for whatever reason, amalgamate in Funkoholics Worldwide on Facebook, which is the group that myself and I had an idea a while back to create a group and an atmosphere where collectors could feel safe in wanting to not have to buy pops that were at a flipped price, or double retail, triple retail that were new, and they were never going to have to worry about somebody saying, got a couple extras or thinning out my collection, and it's a pop that came out that day like Venoms or something like that. It's just silly. So yeah, I got a box a couple of weeks back, and I don't want to go into it too much, but I got a few really really amazing pops that I wanted to show you folks that he was able to send me. And all three of these I consider grails. They're not high value by any means, I don't think. I haven't even checked, but I'm pretty sure they're not. But they're all incredible, and I know that one of them specifically, Cody went out of his way really, really hard to get me. The first one I want to show you guys have all seen this pop for sure if you're a collector. This is the Yondu. This is the ECCC one. I was never able to get my hands on this. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, this was a Barnes & Noble thing. We don't have Barnes & Noble in Canada, so we weren't able to get it. But if you guys haven't seen this pop up close, please get this pop. If you're a Guardians fan, or you're a Marvel fan, or you're a Yondu fan, this is a pop. This is the Yondu pop to have. Amazing, and I love it. The baubles on it, it's really great. I love the Mary Poppins thing, where he says, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," in the movie. Don't mean to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's incredible, and I love it. Another one that he was able to get me, again, I'm a huge Batman fan. Cody knows this. He went out of his way to make sure that I could get Ace, the Bat Hound. Ace the Bat Hound is it's a variant. That's what it's Batman's sidekick. There's also Super Dog, Crypto, or what is his name? I have it too. Crypto. I'm not a big Superman guy, but I sure do love Batman, and Ace the Bat Hound is amazing. Cody got this for me from the Funko shop because he can order from there and I can't, and he made it a mission to get me this thing, and I love it. It's a grail. It's a grail. So, and the next one, he went really out of his way to get me. I never in my life thought I was going to get this pop because of its release, but this is the Stonekeeper from Infinity War. This pop has to be one of my favorite pops I think that have been made. The paint job on it's awesome. The cape in the back's awesome. Just the way that it looks, it perfectly suits what the movie's about. This one is great, and it fits in with the other Infinity War pops. Fantastic. I'm glad that they did this guy. I wish that they would have done it as a regular release, because I would have loved to have been able to see more collectors get this, because I know how many people probably want this one, based on the fact that it is fantastic, and it's a key moment, and it's Red Skull, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that's very nostalgic for everybody. If you don't have a Red Skull pop, though, you are able to get a Movie Moments pop. I think I have it. Give me a sec. Batman, talk to these folks. I do. I picked this guy up through trading. This one here is Red Skull and Captain America. It's a movie moment. This is from the anniversary collection. They've been coming out with a lot of anniversary pops. They have the gold chrome ones. But if you don't own a Red Skull, you can pick this up and you'll have a Red Skull. And if you want the other one, I think he's like $700 American. So good luck getting him. It's tough to find him with a half decent box, let alone get him at all. So, yeah, I love those three pops. And Cody, again, you are incredible. You treat me amazing. Steven, Sean, Seth, there's Lee, there's Clint. There's so many great people. Like I said, Terry, Amy, my lady, just collectors that really give a shit and collectors that care. And it's so important in this hobby now more than ever, because of the amount of people that collect these things, and basically the fake markups and the fake values and everything, which kind of segues me into exactly what it is I want to talk about, and which was Fan Expo. Funko for the first time ever showed up in Canada, which is great. And we had a bunch of exclusives to the con, which aren't really exclusives to the con, because I believe our friends in the States are going to be getting them eventually through FYE or Target, maybe Barnes & Noble. I'm not sure exactly where they'll end up, but there are some really cool ones, and ones that are Canadian, and they're very Canadian, and that's exactly what we should have at a Canadian con. The Funko booth itself was an absolute terrible disaster. They handed out, I believe it was 200 tickets a day. You had to be there early, but if you bought a premium pass, which was like $500, then you were able to get them before the regular people. You had to be there before 10. You had to go to the secret spot behind some booths, and you had to wait in line to get the tickets, and then you probably didn't get a ticket. It was just chaos from day one for collectors. And the collectors that did go in there are some that I know, and this is the part that really pisses me off, is these are collectors that say, we don't flip, we don't flip, we don't flip, and they buy 3, 4, 5 of these things, and then what they're doing with those 3, 4, 5 of them, I don't even know if they're keeping one for themselves. Like, I don't get the purpose of going out of your way to buy a Hot Topic exclusive pop or a GameStop exclusive pop or any sort of pop and buy multiples of them, unless you're helping out a friend. People that buy multiples of pops, they buy the multiples of pops to fucking sell them. I don't understand the process, what goes through somebody's head. Like, you know what? I'm going to spend the $15 and then I'm going to spend an additional $15. And because I came here on the bus or however the hell you get to the mall and you show up at this event or you show up at the store and you buy more than one of them, that entitles you to sell this in turn for $40 and expect that people are going to buy this. And the worst part is, folks, is that people do buy them. And that's how these people fund they're able to keep going. It's not as if they're taking this extra money that they're making and put it towards anything good. They're probably putting it towards more Funkos to sell. And eventually, I don't know if the end goal is to hit like a grail, if the end goal is to pay their rent. I have absolutely no idea. There is a massive difference between an independent store owner and a regular everyday collector. And I got into this on Facebook in a group with a guy that was trying to justify that it's okay. It doesn't matter if you're a personal guy doing it or you're a business doing it. This guy's point is how is the business allowed to sell chases for $39.99? Well, one, if the business wants to sell pops for $39.99 that are chases, I don't think what a lot of people realize is that Funko doesn't just ship chases out. You can't just order chases. What happens is you have to order 6 that come in a box in most cases to get a chase. They're 1 in 6. That's the rarity of them. So when you order a 1 in 6 box, you have to pay for 6. Now, cost on these things, Canadian dollars, I can't really speak for American dollars. I can speak for Canadian because I know it's about $6.75 to $7 a pop. Now, if they're selling them for $12, $14.99, generally in retail, the rule is you want to double whatever you pay. And that's understandable because then when you have sales, you mark that down 50%. You're basically, you're essentially making what you paid, right? Or you're making 25% on what you paid. So why they do this is because a box of these pops, 7 times 6 is $42. 9 times out of 10, unless it's a pop that's extremely popular, like let's say Vince McMahon that came out, he's tough to find, even the regular. So what'll happen is some pops you luck out. You'll buy a box of 6, you'll sell all 6, including the chase. But sometimes a lot of these stores can't afford to get stuck with inventory. So they end up marking them down to $10, $6, $7, $8, $6, just to try to make back some money on this or to break even on these pops so they can keep bringing us collectors pops at a reasonable price. I love EB Games and what they're doing with pops. I love the people that I shop for or at. The employees at the store that I shop at have become friends. I love them to death. I bring them Christmas gifts, coffees, food, whatever they need, and we became friends. It's not like that anywhere else for me other than smaller stores. Stores like New Books and Oshawa. Stores like Heroes and Legends, where you become friends with these people. You get to know them. You get to know who they are. And the shopping experience is a hell of a lot different than it is at Hot Topic. You're paying for an experience. You're helping out a small local business. You're helping people live. And I think that people get lost in the fact that, yes, EB Games does sell pops the cheapest. They sell them for $12.99. If you have a platinum card, you get an extra 10% off. So it's like $10.49 or $11.10, something like that. And you end up getting discounts on the pops. But what people fail to realize is that they buy thousands of every variant because they have so many stores, so they have buying power. Independent stores do not have fucking buying power. They don't have this. They have to buy and wait in line just like everybody else. They get a license to buy. They once Diamond or whoever it is that is the manufacturer approves them, they then have to buy 6 of each one to get it. If they want a Jason or if they want a Freddy Chase, they have to buy 32. Now, will they sell 32 Jason and Freddys? Probably. Can they sell them for $12? Can they sell them for $10 and make $3? Probably. But do you think selling 10 pops at $3 is going to pay their rent on their space? No. And you're going to say that's not my problem, but it is our problem. This is the part of collecting where people don't understand. You have to pay a little bit more in these smaller places and invest your money, spend it. You know what? If you really want to chase, if you really, really want to chase, what the hell is wrong with spending $39? Nothing. And the reason why nothing's wrong with this is because, 1, you're supporting a small business. 2, you're understanding that these people have to charge this much because they've already purchased other ones that come in this box. Okay? There's so many reasons to support small business. There's so many reasons not to support fucking flippers. I've been through this 1,000 times. I don't believe that any single person should go into a Facebook group, buy this Hush Batman, which was $39, and just because some made up prices on Pop Price Guide or on eBay or on Stashpedia or whatever other forum there is, Amazon for pricing out pops, says that this is all of a sudden worth $60, that gives us a right to sell it for $60. We're collectors. We're all in this to help each other, or at least we're in this to have collections. I buy a pop to have it in my collection, which you will see in a moment. I don't buy these things just to fucking sell them. I don't want to resell pops. That's not what I'm about. That's not what anybody that collects these things should be about. If you have no job and you have no resources for a job and you have to try to sell these to make a living on this, like out of your home, then I see that as an issue. I see that as you need to find something to do with your time. The only thing that you're doing is affecting other human beings that actually give a shit about these and that want to have them. Just because you don't care about them, and you don't care because they're just stupid little plastic things, or you think that it's ridiculous that grown adults can collect these, or you're going to take advantage of grown adults that you know can't get to the store because they work, that's all horseshit. You're not doing yourselves any favors, and when people call you out and then you get upset, you're like, well, move along from my post, move along from this. If you don't like the prices, leave. Prices are this, prices. Shut up. It happens because you're the way that you are. You can tell just based on your posts, you guys are scumbags, let alone the pops that you have. This is something that I picked up. I'm giving this at retail. At retail right now, I'm going to be giving this for a friend that is a fellow collector. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I love the guy. I think he's awesome. His name's Chris. Chris is getting this at retail. This was opened up for me at the absolute end of the con on the Sunday. I had to wait in line, and they said that there was only a couple things left. Fortunately enough for me, I was able to actually get what I wanted most, which was the pop I'm going to show you next. But this pop right here, this is a Strange Brew vinyl set. There are people selling this for $75. You sons of bitches got in line and bought all of the Bigfoot and bought all of the other ones in multiples just so you guys could turn around and try to fucking make $80 on them. What is wrong with you? Why would you go to a Comic-Con, spend the money for the tickets, spend the money for the parking, wait in line for 4 hours just to get a pop to turn around and fucking sell it for $100? What is your time worth? When you're about to die and you're lying in your deathbed, are you going to say I spent 75 hours in line buying Funkos to resell them to make $60? Get a fucking life. What is wrong with you people? It's not okay to do that. It's not okay. Why can't you just buy one? Buy one. Have a collection. Stop fucking selling pops to people repeatedly over and over. Oh, a new Beverly Chase from It. I want $70. Get fucked, bud. Nobody cares about you and your shitty fucking life so much that you need to pay or charge. You need to go out of your way to take these things from other people and have a smirk on your face and treat other collectors as if they're assholes because they couldn't get there in time because they have to work all day. It's not supply and demand, it's supply and dickhead. That's exactly what it is. It's you going out of your way because you have nothing better to do and you're making sure that you get there when the store's open so you can go in, scoop up all the exclusive pops, scoop up everything that you can, get 5, 4, 3 of them. If you're allowed to buy more, you probably will because you're a douchebag. And you'll then turn around, you'll go on Kijiji, Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, Facebook groups, and you will post them at triple retail price the same day that you buy them, when all that real collectors want, like for instance Chris, is to get this thing and not have to pay $80 for it. I paid $16.99, I think. No, maybe I think this one might have been $19.99. I don't know. But all I know is that once I see the receipt, that's what he's getting it for. This is what we do to help other people out. This is what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun for people. It's not fun for people when I see a kid that just wants a Bigfoot pop that can't get it because he's not allowed to get in line, and there's 40-year-olds sitting in line with a blue Funko bag over their shoulder going, yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to buy 5 or 6 of them, you know. They're probably going to go for like 110, 120. Get a fucking life. You're a loser. Okay? If you buy pops with the intention to resell them, and you buy them at retail and you want to sell them at double or triple retail the day of release, you are a loser. If you have a Jafar and you're selling it for $120, $130, I get it. It's been out for years. That's hard to get. It makes sense. It does not make sense to me in any way, shape, or form that somebody would buy this for $20, go online because they know that people like this and it's nostalgia because it's Strange Brew and this is a Canadian thing, which half the people bought don't even probably fucking know. They just got in line and they're like, well, I'll take one of everything. I hope you get stuck with every single pop that you bought, and I hope that nobody pays you $100 for those pops, and then you have to sell them for retail at $20, and even then I hope nobody buys them off you, and I hope you're just out all your money. Because it's pathetic. Honestly, it's really pathetic. The one pop that I did want, and the one pop that I was excited to get, is this one right here. Austin Matthews, he is the future of the NHL. He's one of my favorite hockey players. I adore this guy. I think that he's amazing. I love the sticker. I love everything about this box. I bought one. I could have bought multiples. I got one of this and one of this. Do you know why? Because there was people behind me that fucking wanted them. Because I would be a dickhead if I bought more than one. Why does it not make sense to anybody else out there not to buy multiples of pops? If you don't know what the pop is and you still want one of them, do it. I wasn't a huge I Love Lucy fan. I got Lucy and I got Ricky. They look cool. I got them. I like the way the pops look. I buy them because of that. I don't buy them to try to get value or create an investment or create a scenario for myself where I'm going to be able to make lots of money. It's ridiculous. Look, you're going to see, I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to scroll around the room. I hope that everything shows up. As you can see, the only thing that I have doubles of is an Incredible Hulk, and I've got an extra Joffrey as Iron Man. Those are the only doubles that I have in my collection. And do you know why I have them? Because I got them for fellow collectors, Cody, Jim, and anybody else that needs them. They get them. And they're going to get them for either free. Actually, these guys are getting them for free. Or I would sell them at retail. Because that's why you do it if you're going to get extras. You don't get it to try to gouge other human beings in a hobby that is supposed to be joyful and is supposed to be fun and create nostalgia and create excitement and create everybody to get along and have an awesome community. If you want to be part of an awesome community, join me. Join me on Funkoholics Worldwide. And it said the video stopped. I'm sorry if I just look like a creep. And Funkoholics Worldwide on Facebook, and we can all get along, we can all share posts, we can all talk, we can chat, we can do everything, and we can help each other, genuinely help each other. If you want to go on groups that are going to rip you off, I don't even give a shit anymore. There's a Funko Pop Geek USA that's ran by a guy that flips pops. There's Funko BST Canada. They've got a lot of members, but they allow flipping in their groups. Funko Pop Vinyl Trading Canada, they also do the same thing. Funko Pop Society USA is ran by an amazing couple of guys. I will tell you right now, Corey is one of the greatest guys in the world. They generally keep the posts to a minimum in terms of flipping. Funko and Friends, you don't see any flipping. Pop Society USA, you definitely don't see any flipping. 705, you don't see any flipping. The Hamilton one, there's some flipping. And if you call somebody out on flipping, then you're the one that gets in trouble. If somebody posts, hey, I've got this for $40, and somebody comments in the thread, well, you can get this for $12 at EB Games, the person that said it's $12 at EB Games gets in trouble. What sense does that make? In what world do you punish somebody that's telling collectors that they're able to get it somewhere else? What, because we're hindering a flipper's sale? Fuck you, and I hope that everybody gets stuck with Pops that does this. It is a horrible thing to do. I've had enough. I always keep it PC, and if there's kids watching this, To the parents that are letting the kids watch it, I'm sorry that I'm cursing so much. I've just had enough of it. I want everybody to have an even playing field, for it to be fair, for it to not cater to people that are jobless or can be at Hot Topic every day when it opens, because not everybody can, because some of us have lives and bills to pay. And we have children to provide for, and we've got lives that we have to deal with. We can't go every day to Hot Topic and sit there and wait like a snake just trying to get everything. Sit in there like a shit crow and just fly in for the spare bread. It doesn't even make sense. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so flustered. I love collecting these things. Obviously, I'm passionate about it. I give a shit. I hate that people don't get the pops that they're after because other people go out of their way to make sure that they take them. And some people can't afford $40 or $50 for a pop, guys. That's why flipping sucks in this hobby. We're supposed to be able to do this because these are supposed to be affordable. It's supposed to be a fun hobby to do. Mind you, once you actually get into it, the last thing that it is affordable, because you buy hundreds of them and you end up having $10,000, $15,000 worth of pops. Not good, not recommended. Stick to what you love, buy what you love. But in short, the Funko booth, people were selling their spots in line for $60. People were buying multiples when they got up to the front for the purpose of reselling them. And to those people, I say, please do me a favor and go fuck yourself. Find the sharpest Funko that you can. Probably Batman, he's got really pointy ears. Or Pinhead, get Pinhead and shove him up your ass, okay? It's pathetic. Stop flipping pops. Let's get back to doing what we love and collecting. And if you don't love collecting these things, then move on to another hobby. Go buy or what are those things? Pokeballs, or go and buy Dragon Ball Z statues or something. There's got to be something else out there for you people to buy and resell like this, because all you're doing is ruining this hobby for everybody else. Not myself included. I usually get all the pops that I want, but I really hate it when I have a friend that lives so remotely from an EB Games or a Hot Topic or something like this, and he has no access to anything. He goes out of his way to go to a fan expo, and he can't even get a ticket to shop there because losers show up there at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., and they wait in line, and they screw everybody else out of a chance to even buy some of these. But as soon as they get out of line, they'll sell you for $80. I don't get it. Anyways, I love you guys. Please join all those Facebook groups that I said before. Check out Heroes and Legends. Check out new books. Come to Funkoholics Worldwide on Facebook. It is an amazing group. I don't swear in the group. We don't usually condone that. And again, I apologize for everybody for my foul language. That won't happen again. But I'm just fired up, and I'm so sick and tired of it, where I've got a fellow collector locally that lives locally to Toronto, and he couldn't get his hands on one of these because of the lineups and crap. It just makes my skin crawl, and I'm happy that I'm able to help him out. And I hope that everybody out there has somebody that they're helping out and somebody that they're helping find these things. You know, I hope it's not two brothers going and pre-ordering everything at every single EB Games just to get chases. Or I hope it's not the same two friggin' people, boyfriend and girlfriend, standing outside a Hot Topic every time that they announce that there's a special pop coming out. I hate these people. I hate them. You guys are ruining this hobby, and you're ruining it for everybody. Kids. And don't tell me there's not kids that collect these, because there's personally kids that watch these videos that I know collect these things, and all you're doing is taking pops from them because they have to go to school and their parents have to work, because they actually have fucking lives. Much love to you all. Have an amazing rest of the week. I hope you guys get everything that you're hunting for. Much love to every single person, every single subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm probably not going to get a lot of likes on this video. That's fine. But any comments below? I love talking to people. Even if you want to come at me for this, I don't give a shit. My next video, if you want to come after me, I will start calling these flippers out by name. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of really great, genuinely amazing people not being able to get the pops that they want. I'm so tired of it. And I can't help all these people because I don't have the means to buy all these pops. It drives me bananas, and I feel horrible for people that I know are amazing folks that can't get these pops. And you know what? If you go to these independent stores that are charging $39 for a chase, and you actually befriend them and you shop at their store instead of just bitching and complaining, chances are good they'll probably give you a deal on the pop. So, thank you again. I appreciate everybody watching, and much love to you all. Let's get out there and find our favorite Funkos, and I hope that you find your grail, or you find that chase you're after, and I hope somebody else doesn't steal it from you. Fuck you, flippers, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys.